two photographs of the Nubble Lighthouse at Cape Nettic on the coast of Maine are actually the same photograph. The top one looks a bit hazy, and the lower one is clear. Notice the dehaze makes darker areas darker without making light areas darker. Sometimes white areas that are too close to clipping will sometimes go too bright. That can often be fixed with a highlights adjustment. The dehaze slider also affects blue areas, generally making them bluer, sometimes too blue. Sometimes just backing off on the slider will keep enough haze reduction without making the colors look wrong, but adjustments to temperature and contrast might be needed. Let's look at a few more. If you've ever taken a photo out of a jet, you'll recognize some of these shots. There are many reasons why a photograph might have a haze, such as shooting through a window or actual haze in the air, a misty morning. A slider in ACR Adobe Camera Raw allows us to easily remove haze from pictures we don't want to be hazy, and even add haze to pictures we do want to be hazy. ACR runs in Lightroom, Bridge, and Photoshop. Here's the original RAW file. This is a photograph of Mount Monadnock in New Hampshire. And the first thing I'm going to do is open it as a smart object so I can get back to the original later if needed. Okay, so this tells me this symbol in the bottom right tells me that this is a smart object on my background layer. I'm going to do a Command J to make another layer of the same and select the sky because I want to dehaze this, but I'll show you what's going to happen. First I'll mask out the sky, and then we'll go to the lower layer and do our dehaze using the Camera Raw filter. Now you can see a couple things happen here. One is the sky gets funky looking. Another thing which is common with dehaze is everything turns blue. So I'm going to adjust the temperature a bit. Get that a little more green. I'm going to decrease vibrance because that makes things blue too. And maybe we'll increase the clarity just a little bit. Okay, so that's the lower layer, and now going back to the upper layer, we'll go back to our Camera Raw filter and put in just a little bit of dehaze into those clouds so that it matches. Okay, now you can see the Mount Monadnock has more natural colors. We've taken a little haze out of the sky. The one more thing I want to do is actually two more, is I want to refine this. I've got kind of a sharp line. It looks like a little bit of a halo along where the sky is cropped out. So we're going to feather that mask just a little bit to smooth that out. And one more thing, I'd like to crop out these distracting branches and this fence at the bottom. And I think we have our final image. See you next time.